guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to do the 10 baby names we love but will not be using. And like you guys know, we are expecting our rainbow baby. If you guys are new here, we are expecting our sweet rainbow baby after having 3 consecutive losses in a row. And we already have 3 beautiful baby boys. Well, they're not babies. I have a 5-year-old, a 3-year-old, and a 1-year-old. And so we are so excited to be finally adding the 4th and last baby to our family. And like I said, we do have 3 boys, so the names it's always hard for us to pick a boy's name, and it's always hard for me and my husband Tavish to agree on a boy's name. You guys know me and Tavish do not agree like at all. So these are mostly like 10 baby names that I love but we will not be using, and then I will throw in the one baby boy name that we would use if we weren't going to use the name that we finally agreed upon, because we're like, if we don't agree upon another name, this is the name we're gonna name the baby. So I will definitely tell you guys that. So it'll be more like 11, 12 names, because I think I'm gonna throw in the girl name that I like absolutely love, but we aren't using it either because we've never got to use our girl name. And so if this is by chance probably not a girl, then we will be using that name because we've had it forever. So anyways, starting with boys' names, my first baby boy name that I absolutely love but will not be using is WESSON. W-E-S-S-O-N, WESSON. Like, okay, don't shoot me. No pun intended. But I love like Smith, like Wesson, like Smith and Wesson, you know what I mean? But instead of like Weston, I just like WESSON. I don't know, I think it's so cute. And it's like WESSON. Like, I don't know, I just think it's so cute for a baby boy's name. The next name I love but will not be using is LACHLAN. I love the name LACHLAN. I just think it is such like a good, strong name, and it's like a Celtic name. So I don't know, I just really love it. Tavish isn't really on board. He actually liked the name, hold on, let me think about it. What was it? It was like, what the heck was the name? Hamish? Hamish. He didn't like LACHLAN, but he liked Hamish. So yeah, I really like the name LACHLAN. I just think it's so cute and like, I don't know, perfect for a little cute little boy. And like a lot of our like sons, like Keegan's name's Celtic. Like I really like Celtic names. So anyways, the next name I absolutely love. Like I love this name, and Tavish did not like it at all. He was not taking to it. Is LACHLAN. L-A-K-E-N. I love it. Like, I think it's such a cute name. Like come here, LACHLAN. Like, I don't know, it just sounds so cute. Like, I love it. Like, I just like weird names, you guys. You'll definitely find that out. Like, I like weird names. So like names you don't hear very often, and I've never heard anyone named LACHLAN, and I just think it's so cute. Like, I was looking on Pinterest for baby boy names, like when we were trying to decide on a name, and I came across it and I was like in love. I was like, love it. LACHLAN. So cute, but denied. The next name I absolutely love, but Tavish 110% hates this name. He said it sounds like a, what was the word he used, like a tool. Like when our son grows up, he's gonna be a tool. And like, no offense to you guys if this is your baby's boy's name, but Tavish just hates it, and I love it so much. I love it. Like Cash, I think Cash is so cute. Like Johnny Cash, like how cute is that? Like I just think it's a cute little like country boy name, and he's like, he's gonna grow up to be a tool head, and I'm like, yeah, I don't think so, but I love the name Cash. The next name I love but will not be using, I don't know if that's more than 5. I don't know, guys. I'm like losing it, but I love the name Holden. And it's weird because the first time I heard that name, we were watching American Horror Story, and it was Hotel, and the little boy, his name was Holden, and I just like love that name. It is such a cute name. Like, I don't know, it's just so freaking cute. And I don't know. So next I'm going to start the 5 girls' names, and then I'll go back and do the names that we would have used if we didn't pick the names or have the names that we already were going to use, if that makes sense. So my top 5 girl names, I love this name. I've loved this name since I was like in high school. Actually heard anyone use this name, and it's Cadence. Like I've heard Caden and like Candace, but I've never heard like Cadence. I really love that name, and I think it's so pretty. The next name is Emerson. Like I really like boy name, like not boy names, but like unisex names, if that makes sense. Like they'd probably lean more towards boys, but I like them for girls. I don't know why. So Emerson, I just think that's such a pretty name, and like you could either spell it like E-M-E-R-S-O-N or like E-M-E-R-S-Y-N, Emerson. Like I don't know, I just think it's such a pretty name. The next name is a little bit of a story. So like you guys know, I own Thread Me Not, and so I embroider canopies like all the time. So I came across this one and I love this lady. She ordered like 5 canopies from me, and her daughter's name was Bradley, and I just like loved that for a girl. And then I was watching like Bates Motel and the girl's name was Bradley, and yeah, she was a little bit of a hot mess, but I just love that name, you guys. Bradley, so like B-R-A-D-L-E-E. I just think it's so pretty. The next name I love but will not be using, and it's because I know so many people with this baby name, but I love Kennedy. I think Kennedy is such a pretty and like strong girl's name. It's just so pretty. I love it. And then it makes me think of like JFK and stuff like that. I don't know, but I just really love Kennedy. Like I told you, I like names like borderline being kind of masculine, and I just think it's such a like a strong girl's name. The next girl's name I love but will not be using, and I think it is so pretty, is Orion. So like normally you'd spell it like O-R-I-O-N, but I was thinking like A-R-Y-A-N-N, like Orion, like a Ryan. Like I don't know. And Tab's like into like astrology and stuff like that, and I just always like the name Orion. But like I think that O-R-I-O-N, I think that's how you spell it. I just think it kind of sounds masculine, so like Orion like sounds super pretty. So anyways, that brings us to our last 2 names. So these would be the names that I would, like the boy's name is absolutely the name we would have used if we did not pick the name that we are going to be using. And you guys, when we heard the name that we were going to use, it was just like, that's it. That's the perfect name. Like we don't need to look any farther. I like cried. I literally cried. I was like, this is gonna be our son's name if we have a boy, which is probably true, you guys. So most likely you will get to meet that baby. So, but if we did not agree upon that name, we both like agreed to, like, we both liked this name. Like it wasn't like, oh my god, I love that name, but we both agreed upon it, and it was the only name we agreed upon, and I still really love it, and it's Knox. I think that name is so cute. I love names that have like X's in them, so it's K-N-O-X, and I think that's just like such a cute name for a little boy. And if we couldn't agree upon the other name, then that would definitely be our son's name, but we agreed upon another name, and so we will not be using Knox, and I'm really sad because I really love that name. And for a girl, I don't know if Tavish agreed with me this much, but if we did not already have a girl's name, because we've had this girl's name since we were pregnant with Hunter, and so if we did not have a girl's name set in stone, I would definitely convince him to name our daughter this. And I don't know if any of you guys watch Ellen Fisher on YouTube. Her thing used to be Mango Island Mama, and she used to babysit a little girl, and her name was Story, and I love that name, and it's like S-T-O-R-I. I just think it's so pretty, and like if we weren't naming our daughter what we are going to name her, I would definitely argue tooth and nail with Tavish to let me name her Story. I just think that is so pretty. And so yeah, we will definitely be using middle names for both of the babies, whether it's a boy or a girl, a family name. Okay, so like I was trying to say before my camera so rudely died, was that we always use family names, and usually it's for the middle name, but Cronin was like the exception to the rule. So Hunter's is Hunter O'Neill, and it's just that I don't like traditional names for first names, so they always get the middle name that's like kind of traditional. So Hunter's is Hunter O'Neill, and O'Neill is my papa and my Uncle Jesse's middle name. Keegan got Keegan Austin, which Austin is Tavish's middle name and like their family's like maiden name. And then Cronin is the exception to the rule. Cronin's name is Cronin Dean, and Dean is just a random name that Tavish loved, like James Dean, you know what I mean? But Cronin is actually Tavish's grandpa, who passed away his last name while I was pregnant with him. So we really like the name Cronin. Like I've never heard anyone with the name Cronin, you know what I mean? Like it's just so cute and unique, and now like he's definitely a Cronin. He just looks like Cronin. Like I don't know, he's not anything else. At first I was like, you know, it's not like a name you hear very often, but I love names you don't hear very often. So anyways, so yes, this boy or this girl will both have a middle name that is a family name. But other than that, I hope that gave you some ideas. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of our rainbow baby updates. And thank you guys so much for following on this journey. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, and Twitter. Those are all at Felicianicholle. And go ahead and comment down below and you guys let me know what some of your favorite baby names are, or what the baby name you're going to be using is. And so anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys.